most embarrassed I could possibly be, and that's actually been going pretty well. So. Here's just an idea. I had, if you or a friend has a restaurant, I think it might be cool to have a big bin of unmatched socks next to the register so people could rifle through the socks as they're waiting for their food. You know, you could look for a pair of socks, which obviously you're not going to do because they're unmatched, or maybe you could try and find like a sock that matches a sock that you have at home, or honestly, there are so many possibilities, and that's really what makes it such a good idea. I think the Wicked Witch from the Wizard of Oz movie, I think she should have said, "Hello, my titties," instead of "Hello, my pretties." It would have been way more wicked because it's a kids' movie and she's swearing. That one was for me. Here's something just to think about. A skeleton eating pizza. That's another one. There's no joke there. I just kind of like to make audiences imagine a skeleton eating pizza. This actually might be this might be a world record of the amount of people in one room imagining a skeleton eating pizza. So, congratulations, we did it. We did it together. I kind of like to imagine the skeleton with one of those hats with the propeller on it. I don't really know why. Maybe he's just trying to be like the rest of us, maybe skeletons aren't so scary after all. Or maybe they are, I don't know, sorry. I don't know. Speaking of skeletons, I don't know, I recently bought one of those moisture-wicking shirts. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they're supposed to wick the moisture away from your body or something. I'm afraid to wear it though, because I heard that once a guy wore a moisture-wicking shirt all day, and when he took it off at night, he was a skeleton and he died. That's true. I like you guys, so I'm gonna be honest. Stand-up isn't like my passion. I'm actually more interested in the writing side of things, believe it or not. More specifically, popsicle stick joke writing is something I'd really like to get into. I don't know if there's any popsicle stick bigwigs out there or anything, but I thought I'd just pitch a few of my jokes and see what you guys think. And these are for sale, so if you're not a popsicle mogul, you can buy them at a very steep price, but you can have them and tell them to your friends or whatever you want. Obviously, you can't right now because they're my jokes. Anyway, okay. So let's say you open up your fudgesicle one day, and you look at the handle. It says Q:. That's how they usually start them. Q:. What is the best way to sum up the history of Japan? And you think, okay, intriguing, foreign. You're enjoying it so far. You eat your fudgesicle. On the other side, after it's done, it says A:. Samurais. You samurais the history of Japan. Okay. Let's say, here's a new one. Let's say you go to the store, you buy a big stick. Actually, that's something, if I did have a meeting with a popsicle mogul, I'd like to talk to them. I would advise them to not highlight how phallic their product is with a name like that, but maybe they know what they're doing. Maybe, I don't want to sound arrogant. But anyway, you open up your big stick, and you look on the handle, it says Q:. What do you call a sloppy dentist? Okay? Intriguing. Am I going to go with the truth pun? No. It's amateur. It's amateur stuff. Okay, so you eat your popsicle. What do you call a sloppy dentist? It says A:. Accidental. Obviously, this would be funnier if you were eating the popsicle. This is just a pitch right now. Okay, and I think this one could really revolutionize the popsicle joke industry. You open up I don't really know what other kind of popsicles are. You have an orange one. You look on the handle on your orange popsicle. It says nothing. It's blank. The handle's blank. Wait, did they make a mistake, you think? No, fuck you. No, it's on purpose. What the hell? It won't say that. That's what so anyway, you eat your popsicle. It's blank. You're thinking, is there any joke? Of course, there's a joke. And then all it says on the other side, it just says European. So maybe the world's not ready for that one. I think it could either. I think the pun without a joke industry could really take off. With that. Anyway, the popsicle's not there, so it's not funny. But it's tough being a single mom these days. Sometimes I think my kids think it's pronounced pay-rents, not parents. That joke is for sale also, sorry. I should have clarified that. That joke's for sale. I don't know if that really fits in my act right now. This is unrelated, but I'm like 99% sure that Justin Bieber has at least one pair of those shoes with the wheel in them. Don't ask, I just know in my heart that it's true. Okay, if you guys are happy with what happened here, I'd just like to end, not with a joke, but with a game I invented. It's called What Face Would You Make? It's pretty self-explanatory, so we'll jump in with an easy one. We'll just go, here we go. What face would you make if you woke up in the morning and your pubes were spaghetti? I would probably be like, what? Obviously, I'm pretty good at it right now because I invented it, but I think, you can play this at home with your friends. Okay, here's one final one. This one's gonna be tough. This one's gonna run the gamut of emotions. So here we go. What face would you make? You walk into a store, you're buying a normal thing, a human hat, maybe. A hat for a human, just something normal. And you open up your wallet to pay, and all of a sudden blood just shoots out everywhere. Blood is all over your face, blood's all over the walls, blood is just shooting out of your wallet. You don't know what to do. But then you find out that blood is now money. What face would you make? I'd probably be like, huh? Okay, thanks everybody.
Kneis, everybody. Oh, wow, this is fun, Jordan. Absolutely.